We're going to show you how to make this.
So I just got off the phone and I need to share this with you guys. You're joking me? Honestly.
So we wanted to start this week by telling you guys the story of Freezecakes. So we're going to chuck Joe, who's trying to distract me, in place. We're going to ask him some questions, and we're going to start at the very, very beginning of where Freezecakes started. So, man himself. Freezecakes. When did it begin, and what was the initial concept?
Freezecake began right at the start. So March 2017 was concept. And one cheesecake one day, I don't know how we did it. We just started defrosting it, and we didn't defrost it long enough, but then we ate it, and it tasted like ice cream, but it wasn't ice cream. It was cheesecake, and that gave us the concept to start experimenting. This was 3 months in. 3 months into launching Pleesecakes, we were already on Freezecakes, and the concept at the start was like a choc ice. So it was like a slab of cheesecake, like so, coated in chocolate, in a packet. Eat it on the go kind of thing, and that was it. And then it's kind of stopped.
And why did it get shelved for so many years?
Because it got shelved because we got busy with cakes. You know, we knew that we needed development in this stage. We were reaching out to other like manufacturers and someone who could take this project on. And no one's done this before. You know, no one's made cheesecake in an ice cream form, and you need to develop these products. It's not an overnight thing. And right at the start, then we were completely naive to how things were produced and developed. And then probably 2018, maybe 2018, somewhere like that, 2018, 2019, this came about. So we found silicone molds in the shape of lollies, not this exact one, like a magnum style silicone mold, and we thought, interesting. So we started banging the cheesecake into that, dipping it in chocolate. We did a few videos of that, teasing it, we decorated it. And again, it was just a hard product to develop, making sure it was right on the mouth and how we could manufacture it at a large scale.
So how did the tub idea actually come about?
I'm left-handed.
Yeah? How did the tub idea come about?
These were a big factor.
So how did it actually come about? Where were we? What happened?
We were in the pub, obviously. Yeah, we were in the pub. One night we had a meeting with a company for our cakes, and on the way back, took a little detour to the pub, couple of Swifties, and we were like, oh, why don't we just put it in a tub?
Because at the time we were looking at ice cream manufacturers.
We were trying to make an ice cream.
We were
trying to make an ice cream and get ice cream machines. So you pasteurize it and then put it through a churner and this and that. And it was just a hard, expensive process that no one's ever done before. So we thought the cheesecake works. It was scoopable. We had to make it a little bit more scoopable, a bit softer, work on the flavors. And then we thought, bang, tubs. So we do it in a pint size. We're doing a 4 ounce. And hopefully we're going to get back on the old lolly, so like a little magnum, but textured, lovely, bang, and that's it, bang.
So we put out a lot of recipe videos for free on Instagram and on our TikTok, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you exactly how our setup works. So here is my little setup. It's a corner of our sort of shared space that we've got here. We try and use natural light as much as possible, with a little light as well to fill. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to show you how to make this. So first up, we're going to grab ourselves a mixing bowl, and we're going to make the cheesecake filling. So for that, we're going to need some cream cheese, we're going to need our sugar, we're going to need our eggs, we're going to need some vanilla essence. That's it. Stick it on a mixer, whiz it together. Now for the cookie dough base, I'm going to add our softened butter, a brown sugar, and then start whisking that together until it's a nice consistency. Then we're going to add 2 egg yolks, and start beating that together as well. Once that's been absorbed, we're going to add our flour. Once that's pretty much done, going to add our baking powder and some vanilla extract. Mix that together until a nice dough has formed. Sometimes you do have to get your hands involved, but then we're going to add our Maxi chunks, and again, get your hands in there. Mine were nice and clean. Make sure you wash your hands before this. And then we're going to split this up into a 2/3 to 1/3 ratio. We're going to grab ourselves a pie dish. We're going to grab our larger of the two balls of dough. I'm going to push this into the base and up the walls of the pan. Once that's nice, we're going to melt down our Nutella just to make sure it's nice and easy to run out. I wasn't recording any of that. So I forgot to record. So there was cheesecake in here. Now it's on top of the Nutella. And then we've got our pie topping. It was going so well.
Now we just...
That edge needs sorting.
You just gotta trust the oven.
I don't trust the oven, I don't trust me. No, we don't have more. I think we need to remove some of the filling.
Oh, this is like proper surgery.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay. We've made a big mess. We're now going to pop it in the oven and see how it turns out.
It actually looks like a pie.
Look, it's like not bobbly.
Oh, wow.
It's actually gone solid. So the cheesecake is now set, but it's still like soft enough that we'll get a nice gooey thingy on it.
Yes. Teamwork.
Stage one is going to be to get this one upside down onto this one, and then if we can get the base off, stage two will then be getting it from this plate onto the pretty one. Add something else.
Magic tap.
Oh my god.
Oh!
Oh my god. Right. Right.
Wow.
You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Oh, shit. It worked.
Can you believe it?
We're just going to decorate this now with some more Nutella, of course. So, hindsight, wonderful thing. When I cut into that cookie cheesecake, just realised that a little bit too gooey. So, stuck it in the fridge and makes a world of difference. Let me show you. So, just have a look how much better that is. Just 'cause it's been in the fridge overnight. So we recommend follow that recipe, but then stick it in the fridge overnight, because then it will taste even better and it won't make a complete mess.
So I just got off the phone and I need to share this with you guys.
So what was the phone call about?
So basically, we're getting to a stage where we are trying to scale up. So we're trying to upscale our production, produce more product at volume, and we've been working with the manufacturer over the last probably a year. So it's a long time, you know, it's a long time to build up the relationship, backwards and forwards, agreed prices, agreed terms almost. They were producing the product at a good level, the level that we needed to scale up. So within this time, we're obviously speaking to large contracts, retail, travel, all sorts of sectors where we couldn't produce. And so we're building this relationship with these contracts, and then bang, get the phone call. Out of business. This manufacturer that we built up this relationship with for the last year gone out of business, and mainly down to COVID. So it just shows you how fragile the industry is. And this was a big manufacturer. So they were producing for huge contracts, doing tens and tens of thousands of product a day, which was going to help us grow. And gone. straight away, the whole company, 150 chefs in the company gone overnight. So we're left with this dilemma, and it just shows that we had to adapt quickly, and we're still now looking for a manufacturer.
Why are we using a manufacturer rather than creating it in-house?
Good question, Dan. Really good question. Thank you for that. The reason we've decided to explore going down the route of outsourcing some of our production. So this is not all of our production. All our bespoke handmade cakes are going to still be in-house. But we get asked the question all the time: when are you going to be in supermarkets? Where can I get your product from? We've got a demand across the whole country because we've got a social media following that we can't get to, basically. So our product is at the moment currently inaccessible. And what we want to do is we want to create part of our company, like some of our minis, some of our Freezecakes, some of our exciting desserts that we really want to bring to the market, more accessible to everyone across the UK. And the only way we can do that is work with a partner, a like-minded partner that have got the detail and the quality, but they've got the infrastructure and the setup to do so. So when you go into retail, you're not producing 1,000 cakes or 2,000 cakes a week. You're producing 10,000 cakes a day. We haven't got the space for that. We've got a 4,000 square foot kitchen. That's split over 2 levels. We've got office, content kitchen, and the kitchen downstairs, the actual production kitchen, is probably 1,000 square foot. So that's very small for that sort of scale of production. The walk-in freezer that we've got downstairs, we thought was big when we moved in here. It cost like 40 grand to install, and then it's tiny. Like, we can barely, we're at full capacity as it is now. We only supply Deliveroo and direct to consumer. So, do you know what I mean? If we're trying to supply to travel and all the supermarkets and places like that, it's not going to be possible here. So we need to partner with those people.